Hey, Soul Fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. Welcome back. I know it's been a week, but let me just say, I miss you guys so much, and I'm so excited. I have so much to share, and I know every time I leave for a week, I'll be like, I'm coming back. But let me tell y'all, let me just start off and say this, that anything from God is not rushed, So, sorry, I got a little itch. But, when you really working from a genuine place and you really care about your craft and your work, I'm never going to just try to make something up, And to be honest, I did just release my course, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I received more support than I, anticipated, because, we like, but I received so many blessings from you, and I humbly thank you, and I really hope that, the classes get you moving in the right direction, more importantly, and it's just, as you go through your process and you even start to grow your brand, you're gonna run into moments of joy that you just have to learn how to process. So I speak about this in my other videos, how we kind of just going through things. No, when you achieve something and you complete something, take time to embrace it. When you try to embrace it with one night, you know what I mean? No. Take your time to take all this in. You can't just, I don't know, I feel like sometimes we think everything is Uber Eats, and for me, I take my time, and I'd rather come here and really deliver clear messages than to come here and be trying to read somebody's script. Okay? I can't read nobody's script, okay? And more importantly, I've just been feeling blessed and happy, and I've just been taking that in. So welcome back, guys. I got a great topic. So I've also been still working on me. So I have so much wisdom and I have so much clarity now because I've been through a lot, So I'm also healing and healed, because I don't think you ever finish healing, because you always have to make decisions, and you have to make sure you're not, running from a, what I'm saying is it's never straightforward depending on the situation. Okay, I'm saying it's broad because it could be job related, it could be relationship related, it could be family related, So whenever you encounter any of those situations, you just want to take your time, tread light. Which brought me to the topic for today. So I'm gonna try to get the name for you, but I was watching it's like a self-help channel, a self-help video, and it was a guy. If this video gets really, what I'm saying, the views go through, I'll drop the name in the description, because I'll go back and actually research it. But anyway, guys, when you are making your decisions and you're moving along your journey and you're meeting new people and you're trying new things and you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're doing the mental work and you're doing the physical work, and you're asking for manifestations, you're asking for this, you're asking for that, you're asking for friends, you're asking for this and that, but we ask for all the stuff that we want, we ask for things that supposedly they'll bring us more happiness, right? Which it can, but see, there's a little ratata in it, because sometimes we think we got ourselves all figured out. We think like, okay, I know everything. And not to say we know everything, but we just think we have the answer all the time, And me, I've learned not to always think I have the answer, I have a perspective, but I don't necessarily have every single answer. And when I really have uncertainty about something with my clients, with my friends, with my families, because I have so many families, but with my family, I say, I'm not sure about that. I keep it honest. Like I don't know how I feel about that yet. Let me get back to you. Because I'll take time and I'll let it process. I don't always be, thinking we just, oh, that's this. Oh, that's that. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's that. Oh, that's this. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we have to take the time. Okay, wait, to the topic. Sorry. Guys, I'm super excited. I thank God every day. But, there's those times that I just so thankful about just coaching. Like, I truly get excited about it. Like, you can see it on my face. You can hear it when I talk. I get excited about learning new things. So when you find something that you love to do, you'll understand the excitement that comes from it. And that's where I really want to encourage all of my clients to do, is to do something that you love. I've always picked something that I loved. The moment I did something I didn't love, I was so miserable. I was just so miserable. I was just like, this is not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I just, for a check, I'll just be like, I'm checked out. I have checked out, baby. I can't be doing this. But this is just so amazing. So anyway, fast forward. When you are making decisions and you are going through this journey, there's going to be a time where you have to ask yourself, what will love do? So I'm going to break it down for y'all. I got to break it down because I really want you to understand what I'm talking about. So let's break down love, okay? So when I say, this is, when I heard this phrase and I started making decisions, oh honey, I was making decisions like this. When we talk about love, we talk about compassion. Okay, don't think about love like in a relationship, like, what will love do? No, not like that. Not like, oh, I love him. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking about that kind of love. Okay, I'm just talking about compassion, humanity, righteousness. You don't want to say, what will God do? Because, and this is how I broke this down in my mind, but you don't want to say, what will God do? Because God is more powerful than us. So technically you can't say, what will God do? Because we not God. We are a form of God. We come from God, you get what I'm saying, or however you want to say it. But I'm not like all of God, you get what I'm saying? Even if I'm a piece of God, I'm not all of God. So I feel like, yeah, God is love. Yes. When you try to understand it. So it just makes more sense as a human, because God made the trees, the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? Well, what will love do? So when you come down to making decisions and building yourself and building your business, you always want to ask that question daily. What will love do? And guys, you will start moving lighter. You know what I mean? Like, so say you battling a situation. So you're working on yourself. You're working on your ego. You're working on your mental health. You're working on your brand. You're working on your attitude, your gratitude. You get what I'm saying? You're working on all of that. So when you're working on all of that and you come to, and then pause. And then you have all these channels. You have all these YouTubers who speak their perspective, and yes, I'm one of them. But you have some that target a specific, some people will target love. Some people will target haters. Some people, everyone is a little different. But when you hear a lot of the perspectives, a lot of time it's about, overall, it's about just moving forward, pushing through. And if you got to cut somebody off, cut somebody off. And I don't like to say cut somebody off. I say move them down, because when you cut somebody off, it's very cutthroat. What will love do? That's when you ask yourself, should I cut this person off? You know, you want to channel everything. Then you start wondering this. Then fear comes in. Then, you know what I'm saying? So many thoughts come through your mind. So your mind is like confused. So the easiest thing to do is just run. You know? I'm going to just cut them off. I'm done. Block. Delete out your mind. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us, and even a lot of clients that I coach, have that attitude, that mentality, like, put me first. But sometimes you're moving too strong. You know what I mean? Like, I know you want to protect yourself. I know you're hurting. I know you're healing. I know you're figuring things out. We're all figuring things out. And this is going to help you, you know, maybe save relationships some relationships are worth salvaging. If that's the right word. Some relationships are, you know, before they even start. Sometimes we meet people that are great and we ruin the relationship because we got all these new standards set in place, you know, but we forget to add. I'm sorry, my cute flower. We forget to add love. Yes, self-love, but what about just love? Your self-love is always going to be there. You know, when you go through these situations and you got to heal, you always could go back and love yourself. But let's not be so, you know what I mean? When we're so wrapped up, we'll be so, you know, that we forget that, hey, this person has feelings, you know? And you got to really use discernment with this one, okay? You have to use discernment because you never want to be a doormat, you know what I'm saying? But you want to give someone opportunity. Sometimes we find ourselves with no real solid relationships because we're not really giving someone an opportunity. We're just running away and sticking to what we know, and we're sticking to what we know and sticking to what we know and putting ourselves low into these boxes, you know, and then giving yourself a label on the box like, well, I'm this type of person. You know, guys, we are layered. I know society likes us to just pick one thing, pick a hobby and pick this and pick that. You know, they try to make it real boxy, you know, real one way. And if you follow me and if you know me, you know, I never stick to one thing. And it's not that I can't make up my mind. It's like we're layered. Once you believe you have the ability to do more than one task, multitask, like God didn't create us to just have one, you know, if he wanted us to be able to do one thing, he would have gave us one leg, one hand, you know what I'm saying, one half of mind, one, you know what I mean, one age, one, just think about it, like, there's more than one, you know, so there's more than one different ways that you can develop into, and you don't have to be so narrow, you know. And a lot of times people are even afraid of religions because of that. But I like to think of religion, I don't like to get too, I speak about God enough. I don't like to impose religions on anyone. You know, I feel like we all have a free will. And if I choose this, it doesn't take away from what you choose from because we're layered. But just to tap on it a little bit so you can know where I'm at. You know, when I think of religion, I think of a beginning. You know, I think it's where we all begin a spiritual understanding because it's so huge. Look how many different religions are developed. There's so many layers to religion that it's impossible for us to try to make a decision pick, stick to just surface level, you know. I don't know all religions enough to say, okay, this one is right, this one is not. You get what I'm saying? So we have to just ask ourselves, and yes, Jesus is my savior. Let me add that. But we have to just ask ourselves, what will love do? What will love do? Okay? And when you think of all the religions collectively, it's about love and building. It's about, learning how to discern. It's about saving your energy. It's about getting your energy. Some of us gotta get our energy. Some of us, we gave it all away. We gotta find a way to get back. You know what I'm saying? We just sitting there, no battery. But, as you're growing and you're going through this and you're building yourself, don't forget to ask yourself, what will love do? Because it channels you into a new thought. It brings you to a more level way of thinking and not so defensive. When you heal from trauma, it's very hard to not get defensive. Like the first instinct turns into defense. Like, okay, no, they just trying to gas me up, or they want to steal my energy, or I'm not meant to have friends. You get what I'm saying? You see all these running tactics that we do with our mind, where we run away from people. We think people are we think too deep. Let it happen. If this person was meant to come in your life and hurt you, let it happen. Because you're not going to get the lesson if you keep running. And sometimes we really need that lesson to grow. So yeah, maybe you may have a little sense, you know what I mean? Like, I sense something is happening, but you can't pinpoint it. Because God didn't make us psychic. You know what I'm saying? If he made us psychic, he'd take away the fun of things. It's like, oh, I know. Yeah, I know. No. You sense. But sometimes the sense could be trauma. Your trauma could be trying to sense in, like, how can I ruin some more things? You know what I'm saying? How can I distract? You get what I'm saying? And it could just be a blessing. Like if you've been positive and you've been working on yourself and you've been doing this, and then you meet new people, don't run away from them people. Sometimes even too, maybe you just there to help. And you just have to be okay with whatever the lesson is. Sometimes we try to control everything in our life because we're so afraid. Like, I want to control how they think of me. I want to control how my fairy tale ends. I want to control the weather. I want to control. It can't. That's what I said. What will love do? Not what will God do. God has control. And when you realize that, and you move forward in these relationships, it gets better. It gets better. I promise. I'm so happy that you guys are, with me. And even though you're not physically all with me, I feel like sometimes, mentally, we be on the same page, you know. And if not, you get on the same page. You hear my perspective, and most of the time I'm a vessel. You know, it's not even fully my perspective because God will speak through people. And you see how layered this is? It's so amazing. But take some of the load off and enjoy what's there. Don't worry about what could be there. No. Enjoy what's there. And when you meet someone, just enjoy that they're there. Don't try to say, well, let me try to figure them out. I want to try to figure this out. Let me figure this. What's your story? Oh my goodness. There's so many people that meet me, and mostly men, and mostly African men. Sorry, y'all. I'm about to call y'all out. But it was a pattern that I noticed. They always want to ask, well, what's your story? Why? Yes, we all have a story. But why does my story matter so much? And you want to look what's behind me instead of what's right here in front of you. You know, a lot of us want to look behind so bad so we can get our notepads out and start judging and start categorizing. Trauma woman. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you don't know what that trauma woman healed like. So instead of us getting so ready to judge everybody, because we think our judgment is the judgment, you know. We think we're wearing the right robes with everyone that comes in our life. No. Nope. Stop trying to overanalyze. You're doing way more than you're supposed to do. You know, and some people say, wow, how do you handle being a coach? That seems like a lot. You know, some people are like, who? And how I handle anything is I just do my job as a human. Sometimes we try to do more than what we are supposed to be doing. We could read, we could work out, we could dance, we could cry, we could laugh, we could listen. We could talk. We could grow. We could shop. You get what I'm saying? These are things. We could grow businesses. We could communicate with people. We could think intellectually, yes. We could meditate, yes. There's so much things that we could do. But there's also so much things that we just cannot do. You know that thing? Kiss your elbow. You cannot kiss your elbow. Right? Right? Okay? I'm okay with that. I'm not going to try to find a way to kiss my elbow. No, what can I do if I got a boo-boo? Hey, friend, I can't do everything. This is a metaphor, y'all. I can't do everything, but can you just give my elbow some love and just kiss it? It hasn't been kissed in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And that kiss that they give me will feel so good because they were able to fulfill something that I just wasn't built to do. I said I was going to keep this short and sweet, but y'all, I'm fired up a little bit. Be receptive to the fact that you're not meant to do it all. Call a friend. Call a family member. Make a new friend. Make a new family member. Don't focus on, just things that it's not for you. It's for God. Some things is for God to do. God, this one's on you. I done did everything I was supposed to do. you know. But I can't think for other people. That's what I cannot do. You have to think for yourself. And if you take coaching sessions with me, and my clients know, I make sure you think for yourself. I don't want to think for you. It's not my job. My job is not to think for you. My job is to help you think. Alright, so fair. I'm going to save something for the next video, right? Watch this video twice. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a video 7 days straight. Okay? Because I know this one. Come on, all of them, but who? Alright, so fam. I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye for now.